to most divine sources, angels, ancestors, spirit as my highest light, for cleansing and purifying the energy. No unwanted energies, no negative energies, no negative entities. I clear and I decree, Ashe. Anything that is not meant to be around me, I banish right now as I speak, Ashe. Anything that's trying to steer me away from the truth, I banish right now as I speak, Ashe. This is no ordinary love. No ordinary love. Magician on the bottom of the deck here. Manifestations. Okay. Gratitude for cleansing and purifying any impurities. Gratitude for cleansing my decks of any impurities, no negative energies, no negative entities. I declare and I decree, Ashe. Welcome in, welcome in. Happy Sunday. Excuse me. Union energy. Love just continues to show up. King of Cups and the Ten of Cups also as well. Okay. Emotional fulfillment. A lot of emotional energy in the energy at this time. Yeah. Chariot, Cancer energy also as well. Okay. Options. All right. I feel like this energy of illusions is moving. Yeah, exactly with the High Priestess and the Temperance energy and the Strength of also as well poking out. Pisces energy, Cancer energy, also Leo energy is significant. Sagittarius energy is significant also as well. Okay. But what I'm picking up on is these illusions that were being casted are now clear. Okay. They're getting clear again. So it's like the illusions has turned into options now. So it's like, it's not necessarily illusions anymore, it's opportunities. So things that were once kind of confusing about your direction is more clear now. So some of you have been getting more clear about the direction that you want to go. Some of you have been releasing certain things to where it's going to be bringing in more options, more opportunities also as well for you. I'm hearing following the obedience. So some of you are following some sort of obedience here. I'm from Leo. Where's that at? allow. Interesting how the Two of Cups came out, and like I said, that home stability, that 10 of Cups came out, because when I got on here, I was channeling the song Ordinary Love by Sade. So that song is very significant. This is no ordinary love. No ordinary love. What's going on in the collective energy at this time? Yeah. Stability, structure, foundation. Yeah, like I just said, whatever it is that you had to let go of, walk away from, now having presented with opportunities and offers with the Knight of Cups energy. Yeah, the Hierophant stepping in here. Taurus energy also as well. Okay. Air sign energy is in here as well. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Taurus energy popping out again. Pisces energy popping out again. Trust in your intuition on these opportunities. Masculine energy coming out. Divine feminine energy coming out. The Hierophant and the High Priestess is a match also as well. It's a spiritual union. So this is a spiritual union here that's coming out. Fives is significant. 555, 222 is significant also as well. Seventh house, your seventh house is significant. That is, I believe, Libra energy. So Libra energy is significant. Yeah, Libra is seventh house. Relationships. Libra deals with relationships, love, partnerships, and such. Friendships also as well, but mainly love partnerships. So that can be significant. Libra is also ruled by Venus. Libra and Taurus is ruled by Venus here. Yeah, with the Lovers coming out. Exactly. Lovers energy. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles, success. Okay. So very much stable, stability here. Very stable. Very much successful energy. Grapes could be significant also as well. Red Robin is significant. Cardinals is significant here. Yeah. Yeah. Whatever this was, there was undecided of some sort of union, some sort of partnership with this union card coming out as well. Like I said, this is love that just came out. Okay, Virgo could be significant also as well. There could have been a Virgo that was keeping you undecided in regards to this. Could have made you, like in a sense, sacrifice yourself. Okay, but the Two of Cups here is here with the Ten of Cups as well. So you may have had to go within. This light is being shined onto this love partnership here. So there's a certain light that you're seeing in regards to this love connection. I wasn't really expecting to go through love at this time, but love is coming out. Love is the highest frequency also as well. So I'm hearing love wins also as well. Someone may be LGBT. What else here? Yeah, I keep hearing that song, Ordinary Love. Stuck in my head right now. This is no ordinary love. What else is going on here? Someone's with this root chakra, this green like thing around his head. And the what's it called, green around her head. This man is bringing stability, okay, to where he may be rooted in his stability. The root chakra is very significant, and the woman is bringing like the heart energy. So this may be something to where, you know, this man has the stability, you know, these, you know, the money, or, you know, knows how to be stable. And then the woman has this heart space to where she knows how to open this, you know, this energy up in regards to this man, or whatever the case may be. So it's like they're both bringing something to the table. somebody may have been in a 7-year cycle. So the past 7 years could have been kind of confusing, or they could have been like just kind of rough cycle. The past 7 years. What's the Seven of Cups? What's the Seven of Cups here? What's the Seven of Cups here for me? The Tower, Scorpio energy. Scorpio season is very significant. This Scorpio season was very significant. You're getting a new start. Ace of Cups here, okay? With the Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles also as well. Yeah, victory. Yeah, with the Magician also as well. So yeah, like I said, this, whatever this Seven of Cups was, that was, you know, illusions in a sense, is turning into actual opportunities here. So Scorpio was a big transformative time for you, to where you may have got some insight on the things that you were needing to know. So we're moving out of Scorpio energy. I think we are now moving into Sagittarius. I think, when is Sagittarius? Is it Sagittarius now? Yeah, Sagittarius season started yesterday. So, yeah. And so we're in the year of the snake also right now. So it's that 9th year. Then we're moving into the year of the horse. So that's that like stability, steady energy also as well. Okay. So some of you, and forward movement also as well, movement energy when it comes to the horse. So, you know, some of you are definitely going to be moving into a different direction. Okay. Something that's more on a higher scale for you also as well. Because Spirit was picking me up. I was hearing picking up on the energy of high horse. Okay, so you know, some of you may be saddling up at this time. Okay, so it's like during the year 1, you're going to be saddling up on the year of the horse energy. Okay, so it's like you got something that you're going to be moving, getting a certain momentum with at this time. Okay. And I just got a notification. It says $1 million also as well. So some of you are getting some sort of financial success here. Okay. Someone's going to be getting a new contract, or starting some new contracts, or getting a new job of some sort also as well, especially with the Knight of Pentacles here and the Page of Pentacles that came out. So some of you could be studying something, learning something in regards to your finances again. That came out. Yeah, exactly. Someone's studying something. You'll be studying on your finances. Because you may be at this 7 of Pentacles energy, and you're moving on to the 9 of Pentacles energy. So it's like, it feels like stagnancy, or it feels like you're kind of working for, you know, what do you want to do with your Pentacles? Because look at this person. This person is looking at the Pentacles, looking at the money like, how can I kind of flip my money, or how can I make my money work for me, or whatever the case may be. But when you move on to the 9 of Pentacles energy, it's like, I already got my Pentacles. I'm, you know, the grapes, the fruit, you know, is being bared at this time. You know, so it's like you're going from someone who's like wondering what to do with their money, to someone who actually has fruit that is being bared at this time when it comes to their finances, to where you feel more success. Because the 9 of Pentacles goes after the 9 of Pentacles is the 10 of Pentacles, which is the ultimate legacy, which is the ultimate success in a sense. What, like, you're very much ultimately fulfilled. So yeah, that's like one step away from that. So some of you, you know, you're figuring out what you want to do with your money, and the fruits of that is going to be bearing soon. Okay, so it's like whatever it is, you'll have some sort of idea, some sort of spark that's coming with this manifestation. Yeah, with the two of wands. But watch out, okay? Watch out. Watch out for the people that you you know, share your abundance with also as well. Okay. Because whatever this is, you maybe need to watch out for some sort of sneakiness energy surrounding the finances. 5 of Cups is going to leave you in a sad state here. Yeah. 5 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, 5-5. All right, 5-5-5 change. Not everybody can go with this energy here. Not everybody's meant to go. switch decks. Yeah, Page of Cups energy. This is something that you may be learning, to lean more into your innocence, to lean more into your emotions also as well. So some of you may have been emotionally unavailable, and you're learning more to be more in your emotions, and even controlling your emotions also as well. So say you were overly emotional, you're learning how to control your emotions also as well. This is no ordinary love. Let's see. Let's see. What's this money? What's this money here? What's these opportunities surrounding money? What's these opportunities surrounding money, Spirit? What's these opportunities surrounding money? What's these opportunities surrounding money at this time? What's these opportunities surrounding money? Yeah, like I said, some of you are learning at this time, like you're seeking knowledge, okay, surrounding your finances. So someone may be a school teacher also as well, or you may be meant to work with kids, or you just may be an educator, you're meant to educate also as well, okay. But this is also, you're seeking knowledge, or you're exploring some sort of energy here. Then we have like this Avenger energy that came out. So somebody definitely is plotting. So like I said, watch around the people that you're around at this time, because some people are just around for your wealth, okay. So watch out for this energy. Somebody may be trying to cloak their energy. Someone may also wear all black a lot. They wear a lot of black all the time. Someone may be trying to play with your, I'm hearing play on your top, okay. Someone may be trying to play with your mind in a sense, to where they're giving you like mind games, like to where it's trying to keep you from deciding what you want to decide to do. And it's like, and they're playing off of memories also as well. So it's like, this may be somebody who tries to be like, oh, like they try to bring up memories. Remember when we did this, or remember this, or remember when I did this for you. Like somebody keeps tabs. Like you may be somebody who don't really keep tabs. Like it's like, when you do certain things for people, but it's out of the kindness of your heart. It's out of generosity. So it's like you don't necessarily tally every single time, but it's like in the back of your head you tallied it, but it's like you don't necessarily speak on that, to where it's like, well, I did this for you, like kind of like you owe me type of energy. Like that's what it's giving. Like certain people around you kind of feel as if you owe them. They're making you kind of feel guilty, because it's like they feel like you owe them in a sense, to where they're supposed to be tied to you because of whatever they may have did for you at one point in time. Maybe they lend you some money at one point in time, or maybe they did something in regards to having your back at some point in time, or whatever the case may be. But whoever this person is, they're not to be trusted. They keep tallies on you, okay. Yeah, engineer. You're someone who knows how to build, okay. So it's like you're like a stepping stone for other people that are also around you, but it's like sometimes they step on your back to get to get to a level that they want to get. So it's like, instead of them stepping on their own stones, they use you as a stepping stone, okay. Clergy, guardians of faith, religion, compassion, and sacred mission. Some of you are moving to your sacred mission here, your sacred purpose. You're moving into purpose energy, okay. Excuse me, confirmation. So like I said, there's this energy to where you're learning more about yourself. You're learning more about your purpose at this time. You're moving towards your purpose. Whether you kind of, realize it or not, some of the things that you're already doing may be part of your purpose. You just don't see it as a purpose, until you actually get, the answers from your spirit, that they're going to reveal to you that this is part of your purpose here, okay? Yeah, chaos. Someone's in chaos. Elder also as well. Some of you may be, very much wise. You're very wise, okay? You may be an ancient soul also as well here, okay? So it's like you hold a lot of wisdom. So like I said, there's people that are mad because you're the engineer, you're the elder, you're the elder in your groups. So it's like you hold the information, you hold the knowledge, you hold the keys for everybody. So like I said, when knowledge is power. So when people pick up on that powerful energy, and pick up on the fact that you're an engineer, you have knowledge, people want to use that. So it's like you're a, what's it called? Um, you're a, damn it. I just lost my train of thought. It's like you're a powerhouse for everybody else in a sense. So it's like, how you have a battery, and the battery, can run low if it's expired, or it just it's ran all its juice, in a sense, it's powered up something. It keeps power into some sort of device. That's what it is. Like, it's like you are the device, you are the power, you're the powerhouse. So it's like, you're the battery, and the other people need your charge. Okay, they need your charge to stay running. The mother, exactly. You're the mother. You're the energy, holder. You hold the energy, you hold the creativity, you hold the mother holds the creativity, she holds the womb. She's the creation, of everything. So like I said, you hold this energy of creation, and everyone else wants to mooch off of that energy. Hey from Russia, hey, how's it going? Hello, Izzy. Yeah, dreamer of grand schemes, visionist, okay, aspiration, the careerist, okay. So you hold these keys, and then these other people are just clowns. So it's like you're the one with the key holder, you know what I'm saying? But these people are just clowns. So the people around you are just clowns. They clown around. They don't really take certain things serious, but you hold things serious. You hold the keys. You're the elder. You're more wise. You move different. But it's like these other people around you don't necessarily move in a way that you move. So this is why they can't go with you. Yeah, drunkard. Someone may drink a lot. Someone may keep you in your energy of being addicted to certain things, whether that's sex, power, a power struggle, or drinking, or smoking, or whatever the case may be. But they keep you in these addictions, keep you in that lower energy. And it's like you're rising to the occasion of yourself and moving into this new life that you're birthing. Okay, with that mother energy, you're birthing a new life here. Okay, so some of you could be having like some stomach issues also as well. That's like that solar plexus and kind of that sacral energy that's kind of starting to get cleansed out. So you may have a lot of like energy surrounding your stomach. You've been feeling a little bit queasy also as well. This is that energy that's cleansing it out. Okay, you're changing things in your body are changing, so it's making the things on your physical body to change also as well. All right, what else here? What else here for the collective energy? Yeah, because with that clown energy, because what I'm hearing, what Spirit's giving me is don't let nobody trick you out of your spot. Some people, like I said, a lot of people are trying to stir things up to make you feel guilty about yourself and your decisions that you're making. But, let that energy go. Don't let nobody trick you out of your spot, trick you out of your destination because they feel as if they deserve to go with you because they were keeping tabs, to where it's like they keep a tally at every single time they do something for you, or they done went behind to help you out. When people continue to keep tallies and they keep speaking about it, it's like you can in a sense like keep tallies in the back of your head in a sense to where it's like yeah, because at the end of the day you're comparing and contrasting like the things that you're doing, but they're not real, or if they put in the same energy, so say for instance you're someone who always calls that person and that person don't never call you. It's like, damn, when are you going to call me? It's like you can kind of measure up and see how someone is energy is towards you. But when it comes to you tallying to when it comes to you tallying to keep tally, to keep score of somebody, to where what am I trying to explain? When it comes to you keeping score of keeping ahead of somebody, to have that leverage, that's when you're falling short, okay? Is what I'm trying to say here. So some people only do things out, they don't do things out of the kindness of their heart. They do things to keep score. To where it's like, when they see you, it's like, okay, this person's very abundant. This is like the example is what I'm picking up on. So it's like, when they see you, the elder, the person, the engineer, the mother, the one with all creation and everything and such, they see you as the one who is able to, you're going to go far in sense. So say for instance, you're the abundant person out of your friend group, out of your family, whatever case may be, you're abundant. It's like, even if you lose this job, you end up getting a better job. Even if you don't have money for a period of time, you turn around and bounce back so easily. And these people that are around you may not do that. They may not kind of get things like how you get things. They may not manifest as well as you manifest. Okay, with the magician energy, you're the magician. So it's like I said, with that energy of, stepping on your back as a stepping stone, but you're stepping on stepping stones, but they're stepping on your back as a stepping stone. So it's like, this is that energy to where it's like, they keep tabs so that they can tell you, oh, I did this for you, for when you get rich, or when you end up having money, or when you end up, going big, or, whatever the case may be, when you feel stable to where you are able to dish out the money because you've always been a generous person. They can be like, oh, remember when I did this for you? Remember when I did that for you? Remember when I did this for you? They only do that so that they can keep in the loop of what you got. Okay, it's not because they really truly care about what you have. So watch out for people that are like that. All right, Galactic Federation retrograde, Mercury, and spiritual attack. Okay, so Galactic Federation, this is that energy of, as above, so below. What's going on in the spiritual, which is that Mercury retrograde. Okay, you're getting wind of certain things that you're needing to change at this time. Mercury holds that energy of communication. Okay, also it comes to that past energy that is coming back to be like, hey, did you work on this? All right, this is coming back around, those past situations that you may not have communicated and spoke up, at the time that you needed to speak up, or, certain things that are lying within you that you're not necessarily moving in your authenticity is coming up at this time, because we're in Mercury retrograde right now. Okay. So that's exactly what came out. So, some of you are getting spiritually attacked. Okay. But you may be, confirmation, you may be getting protected from this energy here. Okay. So that could be where the Galactic Federation is stepping in. All right, so that's that also cause and effect, law of attraction, also as well, energy as well. So be careful on what you're attracting at this time. Be careful on what you're manifesting at this time. Take some time to really kind of navigate your way through. Libra energy is significant. Okay, you may be a Libra. I was speaking on Libra energy, the Libra house that rules relationships and partnerships. So you may be, picking up on spiritual attacks from old past partners or relationships, as far as friendships and family, that you're picking up on spiritual attacks from. Okay, especially with this jumping timelines energy and archangels on the bottom of the deck, and you are in alignment. Okay, so you're getting moved. 333 is significant also as well. You're getting moved into alignment. Slow the messages down for me, Spirit, because it's a lot. Whew. The messages are coming in really fast, so it's like got me like racing to like get the message out. Slow the pace up for me, please, Spirit. So, you're jumping timelines at this time. Okay, so when it comes to jumping timelines, say for instance, you're in a timeline to where your manifestations have not came into fruition yet. Okay, but it's like spiritually you're in a timeline, okay, that is in the future, to where it's like dang, I just feel like I have something there. I just feel like there's a job, or I feel like there's an opportunity. It just has not reached me yet, because you put it already in the spiritual. You already put it up here in the astral's energy, but it's like, but it hasn't yet hit the physical, the 3D yet. So it's in the 5D, but it's not in the 3D yet. So it's like you have this energy to where it's like, where's my person also as well, because the love is coming out. So it's like, you know, future wise, you know that you have a soulmate. It's like, I just know that my person's gonna be here. You know, I just know that I'm meant to be with this person. Or you maybe already know this person, but it hasn't came together yet. And it's like, because it's in the physical, or it's in the spiritual, but it ain't in the physical yet. So it's like, this is where you're jumping timelines. That's what it means to jump timelines. So when you also are jumping timelines, there's a middleman, there's a middle energy where it's a residue, to where it's like you feel like you're discontent, you feel as if that things aren't going in your nature, you know, you feel as if that you are, you know, have more anxiety, you feel like you need to catch up, you feel like you're behind. And it's like, it's not that you're behind, you're in alignment, it's just that your things have not came to you yet. Okay, so it's like, when we feel like we're behind, we still, that's kind of the same energy to where when we feel like we're ahead also as well, but we are ahead of the game, to where we are able to see what's coming. Okay, so that's what this is saying here. You're in alignment. Okay, so it's like, don't worry too much about it, because it's here, but it just hasn't hit the physical yet. Okay, what else here? Yeah, you're an I said this, like, elder, ancestor reincarnated. Okay, elder here. All right, so you've been here before. You've been on earth here before. You're an ancestor reincarnated. Your wisdom holds within. You have a lot of wisdom. You're a wisdom keeper. You keep the keys of wisdom. So fourth house can be significant also as well in your birth chart, which is Cancer energy. But you're an ancestor that's reincarnated. So with this ancestor energy that you've been reincarnated, you're breaking down certain patterns with your generation. So that's why your path may be so tough in a sense, or so what's the word for it, um what's the word for it, what am I looking for? I don't want to say difficult, because that's not the word that I'm looking for. Your path is very strategic, is what I'll say. Your path is very strategic. Okay, so it's like your navigation path is more rocky in a sense, or you have more incline, or you just kind of have more obstacles, is what I'll say. You know, so there's more obstacles in your path. You know how there's certain, on the navigation system, it's like you can take certain different pathways. You can, scroll over to avoid highways, or you can take a path to where you use the highway, or you can take a path to where you go through the back roads. And so the back roads, you can go through little towns to where it's like 20 miles per hour. It may put you back an hour, or may put you back like 2 hours in regards to you traveling. So this is pretty much what it is. You got to take the back roads. Okay, your navigation system, you got to take the back roads, because you're an ancestor reincarnated, you're an elder, you have a higher purpose, a higher calling. So it's like, everybody else can hop on the highway, get there an hour, 2 hours ahead of you, but it's like you gotta be back here taking the back roads, or whatever the case may be. But either way, you still get to your destination, whether you get there faster or slower. Okay, so some of you could also be late bloomers also as well. Okay, you may be like I said, this divine union that's supposed to be coming together, or you don't have any children, or whatever the case may be, you bloomed late. So it's like everybody else may have, the marriage and the family, or they got a career path, or you feel as if that you just kind of are falling behind from the people that are in your age group. That's not the case. Okay, like the case is because you were saved in a sense. You are meant to go this path because you are meant to have something different. When you look at everybody else who all settled in situations to where, yeah, those people may be in marriages, yeah, those people may have kids early, yeah, but that's their destination. That was their path. That was the way they went. So it's like, and that's why I said highway versus back roads, to where it's like they went to it like quick, what's it called? Quick, damn, I'm losing my train of thought today. Like I said, there's so much information that's coming in right now. I can't think of it right now, but you know, people want things to where they satisfy things quickly versus waiting for things to come in the way that it's supposed to come. Okay. So some people will settle in certain situations and relationships or whatever the case may be just to get what they want, but find out in the end that, or find out later on that it's not really truly what they want, but it's like they're there to settle. So that's the energy that I'm picking up on. That's what I'm trying to say here. All right. Yeah, moon. Exactly. Okay. So subconscious energy also may be significant. You may be getting things in your dreams, past life showing up in your current life cycle. I can't make it up. Okay. Past life showing up in your current life cycle. Ancestor reincarnated. Okay. So it's like when you reincarnate, that is that past life energy that is also still within you because your soul is your soul. Okay. We're just a physical body. So with this energy of being past life reincarnated and past life lessons showing up in this life cycle, what I was picking up on was you may be someone who, you know, endured certain poverty as an ancestor, you know, in a certain lifetime. And it's like when you reincarnate, your lesson is to evolve from that. So it's like, so you may be in a space to where you are holding on to certain poverty mindset structures or whatever the case may be, and you haven't been able to move forward with it because, you know, you're working through this because this is a lesson from a past life that carried on to your life cycle, this cycle, for you to move past it. So this is what's happening. So like I said, pathways, you know, sometimes it takes a certain direction of rockiness, you know, higher terrain, or, you know, something that's completely smooth. You know, people have done went through certain smooth ones, but yours is more, you know, you have more of a calling, okay, a higher calling on you. What else? Lyran starseed and jumping timelines again. Okay, so some of you may be a Lyran starseed. All right, you may want to look that up. Okay, of Lyran starseeds. They're, you know, they're natural born healers. They're very observant also as well. I'm a Lyran starseed, so you know, that could also be a reason why you connect with me. So it's like, you know, they're natural born healers. They observe people also as well. So if you're a very big observer, you know, that's another thing in regards to Lyran starseeds. Lyran starseeds also observe for the reason of cultivation. So they're creators also as well. So, you know, they're also kind of futuristic people. Or beings. So you're here to cultivate certain systems or certain things to where it helps the future in a sense. Okay. One more from here. Aquarius energy, high rank spiritually. All right. I'll show you. Spirit may be talking about me right now, okay, with this Aquarius, but I am spiritually high ranked, okay. But you know, Aquarius energy. So, like I said, you may be connecting with me because I'm a Lyran starseed, and you know, this is what I'm meant to do. So this may be why you're connecting with me. That may be why the Aquarius energy came out. We also moved into Pluto in Aquarius, so you know, that's that innovation energy. So Aquarius energy is innovation. If Aquarius energy is futuristic, you know, Aquarius energy is authenticity. So this is what, you know, you're being ushered into. You're ushered into your authenticity. You're getting ushered into what you're going to be planning for with your future. You know, how is that supposed to be? You know, humanitarian also as well is you know, Aquarius energy. So we care about, you know, we care about others at this, you know, at this point. So, you know, this may be what you're being ushered into at this time. Because it's not to say, because like I said, there's people that have been mooching off of you earlier in the message, is there's people that's been mooching off of you to where your services, your energy, you know, your careness, your kindness has not really been in a space to where it's been appreciated. So it's like you're getting navigated into the areas, or just, you know, into certain, you know, energy to where it's going to actually be fulfilling for you. Okay. So it's like, it's one of those things, like for instance, with me, I'll say an example. I've always been kind-hearted to where I've always been generous to people that have been around me, but I overextended to where I had to learn this to let go of people pleasing. So, you know, I overextended, I was people pleasing, whatever case may be, but it's like generally it wasn't that I was trying to do that. It's just that was my heart. That was where I was in my heart space. So it's like, you know, I did these things, and sometimes I wouldn't necessarily care about myself in a sense to where I would care about other people, but I had to learn that lesson to where I evolved, and now I can pour when I want to pour to society and help society. But it's more fulfilling to me also as well, because I don't have to attach to my community. So that's what I'm saying here. Okay, so it's like you may be ushered into a position, a job, or your purpose, or whatever case may be, a career, to where you're able to have a fulfillment of your love, your heart space of being a giver or being someone who helps other people. But you don't have to be attached to those people, because for instance, when it comes to family, friends, we overgive for those people, and we still feel attached to them because we feel like we have some sort of we have a bond, or family is everything, what we grew up to be. So this is something to where, I don't have to be attached to my clients, but I can still show up for my clients. Okay. One more from here. Aries energy and the sun. The sun, Aries energy. Okay, so we're moving into that year one also as well. So when it comes to numerology, one is Aries energy. Okay, so some of you are about to be moving into a more happiness energy. You may be a sun sign Aries also as well. But personality, identity, how are you identifying yourself as Aries energy? So it's like we're moving into that 1 year, like I said, and that's the year of the horse. Okay, so we're in the year of the snake. So you're ending the cycles that no longer serve you. You're ending things that no longer, 9 also is Sagittarius energy. Okay, so that is higher learning, higher education, that is spirituality, religion, and such. So some of you are going through a spiritual upgrade. You're going through a spiritual transformation of that transformation year, the snake. Okay, transformation is the snake. Moving on into that 1 year, which is personal identity. How do you want to show up now for the rest of for the rest of your life, or for the rest of the 20 years of that Aquarius Pluto, or for this time being of this new cycle that we're starting. So your identity is shifting. Okay, so some of you could have been going through identity changes, identity crisis, to where it's like, damn, where do I want to go? What do I want to do? What do I want to be? How do I want to show up? Why don't I feel connected to these people? Whatever the case may be. So you're moving on into that energy. All right. Got my eyes itching. Whenever my eyes start to really itching on live, that has something to do with my seeing. So, seeing things clear. Okay, so some of you are seeing things more clear now at this time. Okay, or you will be seeing things more clear, because, like I said, that fog has to, move on. Okay. All right, end this out. Close this out. Actually, I'm gonna close this out with this other 2 decks. Close it out with 2 decks. So we'll start with this deck, and then we'll close it out with that deck. All right. It says here, getting better, on the mend. Okay, so you're definitely getting better. Okay, so it says growth is a journey. All right, not a destination. Growth is a journey, not a destination. Welcome improvements, one step at a time. Okay, one step at a time. Welcome improvements, one step at a time. All right, Ashe. For those that will be listening to the replay, type that in the comments, that one step at a time, okay, is growth. Growth is one step at a time. All right. Clarity here for the collective. Transformation and rise. Okay. Walk protected. You are protected. Your energy is being protected at this time. All right. Transform, metamorphosis, energy. So this is what I was just talking about. Okay. So transform and rise. Your journey of transformation. We just talked about journey in this other message. So journey is very significant. You're on a journey. All right. So your journey of transformation unlocks vast potential, guiding your evolution to new heights, new energy, new heights, high horse. Okay. You're the horse in one. Okay. That next year, 2026. Protected. Find solace and safety, knowing that you are sheltered and guided through life's storms to calm shores. Okay. Plan wisely also as well. Okay. This is chess, not checkers. All right. We got to move strategic. All right. But when it comes to this protected energy, okay, safety is what I'm picking up on, being safe within yourself, You know, if you don't feel safe within yourself, then you're not going to feel safe with anyone else, and you're not going to feel safe in society. You know, that's something that I've been sitting with for sure, because being in this position now of being an entrepreneur and moving out of 9 to 5, I'm gonna be honest, I don't necessarily feel safe. I don't feel the safety of having money, you know, when it needs to come to me. But you know, what spirit has been showing me is, you know, is my mindset in regards to that. So it's like, if I shift my energy, if I shift my mind of how I see it and feel safe with, you know, believing that I'm safe and that the money will always come when it's supposed to come, then I can move in the energy that I need to move in. So, and I can transform that energy to where it needs to be transformed at. So I'm still working on that, but you know, I feel like that's also normal for when you've spent so many years, over 13 years, 15 years in a 9 to 5 environment and having a paycheck every 2 weeks to come into being your own boss. So, you know, I understand the growth pains, the transformation, that, you know, the journey of this, but it's still, you know, it's still there. So it's like, not saying that you got to always be 100% okay with the journey, because we're not always going to be 100% okay with the journey. It becomes uncomfortable, you know, when you're moving, you know, in your journey, you know, especially going through different growing pains and going through things and seasons of your life. It's not always easy, but you know, at some point you got to also remind yourself that, you know, it's a transformation, so it's not always going to be easy. And faith is the main center of that. Okay, so it's like, you know, without faith, you know, you wouldn't really go anywhere. So because you wouldn't have trust in the unknown, at least a piece of that, you know. So it's like one of my lives, I was talking about the faith of a mustard seed. And so it's like, um when it comes to this entrepreneurship life that I'm on right now, like, my faith is not really big in regards to this. It's not even like, it's just like a piece in a sense. So it's like, you know, I'm okay with having a piece of faith than rather not having any faith at all. So I got a piece of faith. And you know, and the thing is when I really actually sit down and realize, you know, and take a step back and, you know, get myself my body in a safe environment to where you know, in meditation or whatever case may be, or I slow down to where I feel the present moment, I finally realized that I am actually safe. I finally realized that, oh, my business is actually growing. You know, I finally realized that the money is actually coming in. It's just not coming in how I want it to come in every 2 weeks. So, you know, grace. All right. Have grace. All right, have grace with yourself, have grace with the process. It says here, grace is the universe's blessing. Open your heart to receive it. All right, open your heart to receive it. Compassion, embrace others' differences, accept your own imperfections. All right, if you're viewing the replay, type in the comments, I accept my own imperfections. Okay, because that's something that we definitely got to get to, because we you know, we talk about ourselves so much, we criticize ourselves so much to where we're not feeding our soul, we're not feeding ourselves with enough goodness, enough grace, enough love, enough compassion with ourselves. We got to be more compassionate with ourselves. Okay, grace and compassion. And then on the bottom of the deck, okay, the last message here, prosperity. Prosperity comes from hard work and a love for life. Okay, you know, when we are in a space to where we're not loving where we are in life, you know, that doesn't bring abundance. That doesn't bring abundance. And abundance is not just money. You know, abundance is also having an abundant life of joy. You know, that color yellow is abundance, and it's also joy, and it's also compassion. So it's like, you know, when it comes to abundance, abundance is joy, abundance is compassion, because when we can have abundance, we can share that abundance, whether it's money or whether it's just sharing your energy. Okay, so you know, abundance is definitely not just, you know, money. It's an energy. But prosperity comes from hard work and a love for life. Okay, so you know, we have to put the faith without works is dead. Okay, so we have to put in our energy of faith, okay, of doing the work. Okay, that's that hard work, that's that energy of needing to be consistent, you know, and not procrastinating. And then also it has that, you know, a love for life. Love what you do also as well. Even if you don't love what you're doing right now, have a sense of loving something about life. Okay, be grateful, be be in gratitude of something that you actually love, even if there's something that you actually don't love right now. All right. But that is the message, okay, y'all. Those that will be watching the replay, like and share and subscribe to my channel. Peace and love. All right. Have a soulful Sunday. Bye.